Hey, what's up you guys? This is Junior Trader, and in this video, let's take a look at Nvidia, AMD, SMCI, ARM, Broadcom, and Micron. So we saw that SMCI was selling off post earnings yesterday. It's still selling off today. Nothing has changed on SMCI. I'll talk about that in just a second, but looks like other semiconductors seem to be, at least for now, doing well. And so is the overall market, like SPY and QQQ. I'll show you that as well, but you can see over on the right hand side where my mouse is, we have SPY and QQQ also quite up. But so let's start off with Nvidia. Now, yes, right now I see a red candle. However, as we'll go through this video, this has a potential of forming a pivot, but we'll have to see those confirmations first down there. So what are the levels to watch? So definitely you are watching this level 106. Today we are around that level. Now there's not much you can make out of this daily interval right now as for the current price action. We'll have to go to the lower time frame, but before that, I still want to point out we are not fully out of the woods yet, as on the bearish side. We are still technically lower highs, lower lows. Now this is a good bounce. Now we have to see if this bounce can turn into a pivot for more couple of days of upside. But we are below the 20 days moving average. It's about, can we form a pivot or are we continue higher up from here? So that's the point, right? So let's go to the hourly interval. And there are two things happening today. So one is Nvidia. So this is the level I talked about. If Nvidia can stay above 102, it's intraday also an upside play. Most of the move happened in the pre-market. I get it. And then we are selling off at this yesterday's little bit of a supply zone, right? And we are below also 200 hours moving average still. So that's why I'm saying that even though it's a good bounce, Nvidia is trying to hold back up above 102, but we are not fully out of the woods yet on that we can say, hey, we are fully bullish. We can't say we are fully bullish, but if Nvidia can consolidate here and doesn't break below 102 and 50 cents and continues to stay here, this will eventually start to look good. And you can see it's still holding these pivots, guys, right? So far. So technically intraday it's still been rebounded, trying to go back up at these areas. So things haven't fully changed on this, as like it's not that it's intraday bearish, it's not. And it's not that overall swing structure is bullish, it's not. So it's still intraday holding strong rebounds, and that's what we are dealing with. Now definitely the levels to watch is, as I said, if it can stay above 102 and 41 cents today as well, and close up here, then things start to look better for Nvidia, and it's then trading into the pullbacks to the upside. Anytime if we lose 102, it's just a continuation to the downside. Unfortunately, that is $97. So that was the level to watch today. As well, as I said, in the pre-market we gapped up, it was a long play, and then at least until this supply zone, and now it's selling off. Now it all comes down to, is it gonna continue to sell off, right? So let's go to the 5 minutes interval. And on the 5 minutes interval, I still, you can see that, right? The supply zone is where it's sold off, right? And right now on the 5 minutes interval though, I'm not seeing a strong upside right now. If again, so the next leg definitely it's trying to hold a support at for one of the this day trading levels plus. If Nvidia continues to get above 106 and 30 cents at the significant level as well, that's a good sign. I won't doubt now, because I won't doubt if we stay range bound here, and also for the reasons that, guys, this is where we would have, if we have to go through this eventual consolidation for the upside, because we are trying to change the pattern, right? And that would happen through the consolidation. So you will get couple of days these range bounds if this consolidation turns successful, right? So that's that. Now definitely I would say if it can regain above 106 without breaking 20 and 50, that's a positive sign. If we start to lose 20, then yeah, at least for the day it's slowing down, and it all again comes down to this $102 if that can hold or not, right? So just with that level, trade with that. All right, so let's go to now AMD. So AMD giving that bounce that I was expecting, didn't get that yesterday. Today it is giving us that. So we are above 133 and 50 cents. That's a good sign. And yeah, if we continue to stay above it, it shows us good sign of rebound possibilities, also of the continuations, at least back to the 20 days moving average. And seems like AMD is giving us that consolidation and finally those moves back up. So pretty much regaining this $133 area that I talked about yesterday as well is a good win for AMD. Now it's all about, can it consolidates here or confirms this inverted head and shoulder pattern and get above finally 200 hours moving average eventually. That's going to be a good sign of rebound on AMD. But since structure overall though, as you can see, we are below 200 hours moving average, we are below 20 days moving average, 200 days moving average, whatever it will be, it will just be a rebound, nothing more than that. But I do think this candle may hold its validity for a couple of days into this rebound. SMCI, as we know, we sold off post earnings yesterday, and as I said, we'll usually receive a follow through, and if we break 529, you can expect a downside. We got that today. Trying to a little bit bounce up, but it's not bullish, guys. It's still bearish. Okay, you can see it's still technically lower highs, lower lows. Time to take the positions are definitely at these levels, right? As I said, if any rebound tries to come, but we stay below 581 area, we didn't even get that far. So that was pretty much a short play. And right now it's still in the downtrend. I won't even think of playing it long as it stays above below 529. But the time to take the short position was up here and partial profits. I mean, wherever you want to take, but yes, it's still in the downtrend. Yeah, right now structure is not upside, it's bearish. ARM. So ARM, as I have said, that if ARM can consolidate here around this trend line, around this 200 days moving average, and then eventually starts to get above a blue box, that level of 120 to 121, that's a good sign for ARM for do a rebound from there here, right? So it's a red candle right now. So it's all about, can it continue to hold above 108 and 50 cents? If it does that, we see some green candles again. This is where the rebound would build its consolidation. And if this fails, stop loss has to be on the other side, right? So that's that. Broadcom staying above that level now, 144 that I talked about, and also that blue box move happened on this in the pre-market. Now it's selling off a little bit, right? On the later part of the, well, just right now you can see right over here on the hourly intervals, selling off below 200 hours moving average, but staying above that level, 144. So yeah, so that was the pretty much the play, at least intraday rebound and then upside. It's not a strong play though, I do have to say that. And that's what happens if there will be days when we'll be range bound. Not every day will be a huge move, but pretty much that's what you have to see to trade with these levels, right? But yeah, structure is not fully bearish right now. Just keep that in mind. It's going through the intraday upsides. And we are seeing that constantly getting above these level by level, 140 above blue box, then 143 above, right? So things like that. Micron, okay, trying to give us a green, well, a bit at least an upside today than yesterday closing price, but structure on this is still in the downtrend. After such a sell-off, this little bit of an upside is fine, but it's not even a structure bullish. I do expect, even if this rebound comes, it's still weak enough that it may reject underneath of $100. I don't expect much out of it. You can still see it's rejecting at the supply zone. If you are really into Micron, you can be watching this level of $89.98. If it stays above it, sure, some tomorrow upside is possible, but stop loss has to be below that. So, but this is the level to watch for that $90. But I'll only, that'll be a very little rebound, nothing more than that. But then $101 is just a level of, again, a downside on this. I don't expect Micron to just shoot straight like that up unless I see a price action in that way, and I'm not seeing any of that right now. All right. Now let's just want to show you SPY and QQQ. So SPY, guys, finally got out and above today of that level 524. That's quite a good win for SPY. That means it's not looking like right now that it's gonna form that head and shoulder. So this is good for the bulls. Now it's all about, we need to hold above this 524, right? But it's a good sign. QQQ, strong rebound, hasn't gotten quite above this 448 yet, so I'm still gonna be cautious on this, because this is a potential of potential, why I keep saying inverted head and shoulder, potential of head and shoulder, but we'll see. Right now, the structure though remains bearish on this. We haven't really taken out any previous pivots yet. So, but this is a good rebound coming in at 200 days moving average, and let's see where it meets it. 20 days moving average, definitely we'll have to see. If it's just going to continue straight up back from here, it's going to come down a little bit more again and do a pivot, we'll see. But it's a good move, at least on QQQ as well today. And yeah, it's holding above 200 days moving average, but it hasn't taken out previous pivot, so it's just you have to take this as a rebound only for now. All right guys, well, that's it for this video. If you found it helpful, valuable, please hit the like, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next videos. Bye.